Nagabenta ki khubor baman kasngi pet but subscribe ya. Khublei phi baro gini gilong ki khubor bam ta kasngi. U President ka Voice of the People Party VPP uba Ardent mala basa yauman hagasngi balang ulapan pau ye gajing kershan pura ek resolution jang sarkar jilla ban persha ye gajing ti uranium hamikhalaya. Henry ulabu jingkali ya ka sarkar India kan snap at buram ya karai jang yung darbar thawan ya kani ka government resolution lawan ra do mentri rangba u konrad ki sangma uba pedru ya katnat mining and geology hagasngi ka balai jang ka darbar sunrai ka yung darbar thawan Meghalaya. Abai shimbenta ka jingya tayo ba Ardent ula ong baka VPP ka yung scam ban kershan ya ka resolution Henry ula bu jingkali ka sarkar jilla halor kisin jam bakan shim hadien bala priang ya ka. Kaei ka Lawei jungani ka resolution na kali ba Ardent ula pinkin mauru baka yung darbar klade priang ya ka resolution ban dawa puntrekam ya ka in-align permit ILP Meghalaya. Henry hadu menta ompat don kanu ka jubam ne ka jingpin na ka basyai na ka sarkar India. Uba Ardent ula yathu ba ula sngu shishai ka jingma jung ka uranium hadin ba ula jingo shimen ya ka jadu guda ka jakati uranium hajakan karkum ka jing yathu jung ula yo I kinong shongshnong ki basha akta de ki jing shitom ba pher bari ki briyo ki ba hap the apang de ki snem ulo ong bagani kalakta jori ka donut jung bat pin scam ya ka rai ban persha ya ka jingti uranium Meghalaya ulong ba ka jing yadai hok ka jing yatli ba ka jinglong ba shisha jung ki khon ka yung darbar ki long ki ba don kam habaya kran ya ka man ka bala ban kta ya ka koit ka kya ka maryang ka khindau ka shiap bat iki pateng banwan uba Ardent ulabu jingkli ru ya ka sarkar India la ka sarkar India ka don kam shisha ya ka uranium na Meghalaya na ka benta ka nuclear energy program jongka bala ka don ne em ki weipat kilan ne gi jaka ban yo ya uni umar po khindau ulong ba ka jingtmu jung India ban kelalong kari ka bla kiu shaprang ha usnem arajar south nyo ringkat bar ka jingbei tingka ha ka artificial intelligence ki data center bar ki we ki technology bathamai kan pin kiu ye ka jingdon kam boarding wala ka solar but wind energy ki long ki ba kongsan ha ka jingpin mi boarding ka ba khoi ulong ba kimla ban pin biang boarding khlem sange kumta ka sarkar priyankala ban Phai khamjur shaka nuclear energy ban pinbiang ya ka boarding ka baskem. Ula gadauru igi jinkala ki angi biya day ba ka nuclear energy bar ki mar po khendo ki ba pin I ya ka jingtmu jung ka sarkar pdeng ban pin klan ya ka energy security digital infrastructure bar ka jingkyu shaprang ha ka technology. Namar kata uba Ardent ula kentu ya ka sarkar jilla banwat jingtep ka basyai halor ka jingtmu jong ka sarkar India ya ka uranium ka badan Meghalaya bat ban pintikna bagani ka resolution kan omkut tang haki kenti ula banjur baka koit ka kya ka maryang ka hok halor ka khindau ka syam bar ka jingshngan jungi pai ba Meghalaya ki de banong halor do ban ya ka nugu ka jingtmu banti uranium ha ka jilla.
Sir, I want to thank you for giving me this opportunity to also participate in this resolution brought by the leader of the House. And at the outset, I would like to express my sincere thanks to the government. I would like to appreciate the government for bringing this resolution as a government resolution. And I would also like to make a mention in a very categorical term that we stand in support with this resolution of brought by the government. So, as I stand here to make my submission on this resolution, I am also reminded about the resolution passed by this August House by the previous government, MDA1, in 2019, and that resolution is for the implementation of ILP in the state of Meghalaya. And I'm sure that no one is aware about the status of that resolution. And we have not seen that there will be any official communication from the government of India in response to that resolution. Therefore, sir, there are some questions that I would like to revolve my submission in this discussion. So, my question is, what will be the fate of this resolution? Because though we support wholeheartedly, we are with the government on this issue. And let me also bring to the notice of this August House. I was only convinced about the danger of uranium mining only after I made a private visit to Jaduguda. Before that, I don't have the courage to speak anything on this issue because I'm not an expert. So I feel that seeing is believing. So I was made to believe that Jaduguda has become a ghost town, a ghost village. And there was an argument in those days between the pro-mining group and the anti-mining group. So I made a private visit to Jaduguda and find by myself that, yes, this is not safe for the state to allow mining of uranium. Because I have seen how the people suffer different kinds of diseases. It really touched my heart when I see that people are lying in their beds for years altogether because of the effect of this mining of uranium. So I returned back to the state and openly made a statement that I will have to stand against the mining of uranium. So I became one of the main opponents against the mining of uranium. So, sir, therefore I feel that a sincerity on the part of each one of us is the most important thing when we discuss about this resolution. As I said, I don't know, coincidentally, that when the government of Meghalaya, MDA1, adopted a resolution to demand from the government of India to extend the implementation of ILP, it was on the same day that a presidential order also came up, where it removed the word Khasi Jaintia from the preamble of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act. So I wonder why the government of that time never protest or raise any objection against this presidential order. Because this order is unconstitutional. If you go to Article 372, Clause 3, and this article speaks about the continuance in force of existing laws and their adaptations. What kind of rules or law that the president can adapt? 3, it mentioned that nothing in Clause 2 shall be deemed. Let me read Clause 2 first, sir. For the purpose of bringing the provisions of any law in force in the territory of India into accord with the provisions of this Constitution, the President may by order make such adaptations and modifications of such law, whether by way of repeal or amendment as may be necessary or expedient, and provide that law shall, as from such date as may be specified in the order, have effect subject to the adaptations and modifications so made, and any such adaptations or modifications shall not be questioned in any court of law. That is Clause 2. And Clause 3, nothing in Clause 2 shall be deemed, A, to empower the President to make any adaptation or modification of any law after the expiration of 3 years from the commencement of this Constitution. And B, it also gives us, empower the state to prevent any competent legislature or other competent authority from repealing or amending any law adopted or modified by the President under the said clause. So till today, I have not seen any attempt on the part of the government to challenge or to repeal this presidential order. So which is why, sir, I feel that when we are discussing about issues that really concern the state, such as this, first, we need to be sincere as members of this August House. Which is why I have a question. What will be the fate of this resolution? And another question, is the government of India really need the uranium from Meghalaya? How serious is the need for uranium by the government of India? Is the government of India having any alternative to uranium? So I want to revolve my submission around these questions, sir, because I feel that we need to look at this issue from a wider perspective. Why India needs uranium very badly. So we all know that the Prime Minister of India had launched the Viksit Bharat 2047 on December 11, 2023, which is the country's long-term national vision to transform India into a fully developed nation by 2047, marking the 100th anniversary of its independence. This vision spells out the core vision and goals, such as economic growth, aiming at a $30 trillion to $40 trillion economy, zero poverty, eradicating extreme poverty and ensuring inclusive social progress, quality living standard, providing 100% quality education and affordable high-quality healthcare of all. Another core vision and goal which is relevant with this debate today is technological leadership, driving growth through a tech-driven knowledge economy, artificial intelligence, and innovation. So, as we are aware of the fact that human progress has always been shaped by technology. Electricity transforms how we live and work. Computers change how we process information. Internet connected the world, and mobile phones brought technology into the hands of everyone. Each phase reshaped the society. So we are now entering the fifth industrial revolution, when AI works alongside humans to transform every sector of the economy. It focuses on human and machine working together, using AI to improve the lives of the people and address challenges in agriculture, health, climate change, and a host of other sectors. So AI is often described as a technology enabler with a multiplier effect because it strengthens existing systems rather than operating in isolation. When used in areas like farming, healthcare, manufacturing, or governance, it makes processes faster, more efficiency, and accurate. Country that develops the use of AI stands to gain an advantage in competitiveness and resilience. In this sense, AI is becoming a capability that strengthens the nation and improves the lives of the people. So it is understood that AI has 5 layers of stack. The first layer is known as the application layer. The second layer of stack is the model. The third layer of the AI stack is the compute needed for training and inference. It is also known as the brain behind the chip. Data center and network infrastructure is the fourth layer of AI stack. And the fifth layer of AI stack, which is more relevant with this discussion today, is energy. AI data centers is the energy intensive. As AI adoption grows, the need for more data centers and high capacity power will increase. The electricity demand for data centers is expected to increase significantly. This makes sustainable and reliable power solution critical. Solar and wind energy are central to India's clean energy transition. However, sir, they are intermittent and cannot by themselves meet the round-the-clock power needs of large AI systems and data centers. Nuclear energy therefore becomes an important energy source providing clean, stable, continuous power for AI infrastructure. So, as India is aiming at becoming a global player in technology, it has to invest heavily on technology development. The United States and China are rapidly shaping the technology standards, global value chains, energy grid, and capital flows that will define the next era of global competition. If India does not keep up, it runs the risk of being fully dependent on foreign technology, equipment, and capital. So let me bring to the notice of this August House. In AI alone, the United States is committing $5 billion, which is equal to rupees 45 lakh crore annually across public and private channels to artificial intelligence, advanced computing infrastructure, data centers, clean power, and associated supply chain. China is investing $100 million, which is equal to 9 lakh crore or more annually in AI and adjacent frontier technology alongside sustained investment in clean energy. So India can reach the global competitiveness frontier without massively hiking investment in frontier technologies. And AI is one part of the picture. India must also invest in quantum computing, biosciences, space technologies, advanced materials, and both fusion and fission energy. So, sir, with the enactment of the Sustainable Harnessing and Advancement of Nuclear Energy for Transforming India, Shanti Act, on December 18, 2025, India is sending a very clear message, a message loud and clear, that it is serious and determined to become a global leading player in technology. So, moreover, the recent amendment brought by the central government on the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act 1957, where a new clause has been inserted in Section 3, which reads mineral-bearing land. This has further indicated its seriousness. So, I want to read out the statement of objects and reasons of this amendment. Minerals constitute an important national resources which are of great geopolitical importance and are critical to infrastructure, including digital infrastructure, manufacturing, energy security, and the overall economic development of the country. Sustainable and uniform development of minerals across the country is an important pillar to subserve the public interest. Hence, in view of the larger public interest, the Union has taken under its control the regulation of mines and the development of minerals under Section 2 of the Mines and Minerals Development and Regulation Act 1957. And in page 4 of this bill, sir, the Union, I would like to read out this para. The Union will take under the control the regulation of mineral-bearing lands having the mineral contents in accordance with the parameters prescribed by the central government under the MMDR Act. This is in addition to the existing provision which declares the Union's control over the regulation of mines and development of minerals. So here are the few concerns that I would like to revolve in my submission. First, I think we need to know the minds of the government of India. So if these indication...
Ardent, how much time would we require? Because I
will
have to regulate time.
Another 5-10 minutes, because I just
maybe 5 minutes, 5-6 minutes.
10 minutes maximum. So, sir, which I feel that if we know that the minds of the government of India, and the government of India seems to be cornering the states that has uranium deposits. The government of India is also creating a narrative that this is the vision that we have for the country. I see that the government of India, for the interests of the country, they might even go ahead despite the resistance of the people. So what I feel is that we can adopt this resolution. We are all for it. But besides sending a clear message to the government of India through this resolution, we should also make a pledge. We should also make a pledge. And I make a promise for myself, sir, that if the government of India, despite this resolution adopted by the House, decides to go ahead with the mining of uranium in the future, I can simply say that that mining of uranium against the wish of the people will be on my dead body. So I think if we really serious and if we are sincere to the cause, let each one of us, besides the support that we are going to give to this resolution, also make an individual pledge that we will never allow, no matter what, for the government of India to carry out mining of uranium in the state. So with these few words, sir, I once again support this resolution brought by the government and sincerely thanks the government for tabling this resolution so that we can send across to the people of the state that we also, as members of this August House, are with the people and we will not allow any force to forcefully extract this mineral